So I'm joined by Junior from FURIA. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. It's the first time we've done an interview together, so uncharted territory. I'm sure it'll be quick and painless, though. So first, let's talk about the good. Obviously, you came through the group. You had some good wins now against Evil Geniuses and Oplano. How are you and the rest of the team feeling about your performance at the RMR so far?
I don't think we've performed as good as we can and or want to, but we're like, the spirits are good here on the team. We're happy to be winning. You know, winning's what makes everything a lot easier.
Well, let's talk a little bit about you and your role within that. First, I know it's hard joining a top team, especially coming from that, tier 2 and NA, big step up. So let's talk a little bit about how you found that and the pressure that has come with it, because obviously one of the things we talk about, because you're an AWPer, is your performance in game. It comes up often on a broadcast. So there's a lot of eyes on you. How do you think you've been coping with that?
As a start, I played pretty well since, I have confidence always, but then as like more events were played, I started getting like in my own head, like I'm an AWPer, I should be killing everything. And then I had to talk to like our performance coach, and the AWPers don't usually play well at the start of FURIA. You just got to push through it, and in time you will eventually be performing how you want to perform.
You talked about the performance coach. Last time we saw you play, you had a great performance. Do you think that moving forward, are we past the worst of it now, 5 months in? Are you starting to get a better idea of your role within the team?
CT sides for me, Art and Gary have given me like full freedom to do whatever I want, call whatever I want. I just have to have the confidence to do it. And against Oplano, you could probably see that as I peaked everything. Yeah, it worked.
Also, just a question about the fans. There was a lot of pressure in both times you played Oplano. There's some fans that really obviously like that team in Brazil because they like the style they play. They like that, they call it the Brazilian style, funnily enough. Some fans have said that your style is too conservative, too European, too structured, and not as flamboyant as the Oplano guys. How do you feel about that, having been a new addition to the team? Do you think some of the fan criticism is a little bit unfair, or do you think that just comes with the territory?
I think it sways both ways. The FURIA fans are going to be biased towards the FURIA team. The Oplano fans will be towards the Oplano team. But I think our play style is, there's nothing else like it, so you can't really compare it to any other team, because like European CS is really slow, team based, and ours is like push, take info and stuff like that. So I think it helps for me that I don't speak the language. So whenever I get messages and DMs, I don't read them because I don't speak the language.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the language barrier too. It's a big hurdle to try and overcome. We've seen it happen before with MIBR when they did the American experiment with Tarek and Stewie. How are you getting around that right now? Because I know all the FURIA guys speak very good English. I was wondering if you think maybe it's a little bit overblown. I see a lot of people talk about the language barrier and how it's a problem for communication. But as I said, all the FURIA guys I know speak fluent English, and I didn't think it was going to be an issue. But are you learning Portuguese, for example? Is it something you're working on?
The language, there's honestly, with Vinny and Art in the team, there's zero problems with it, like communication wise. But sometimes during like super chaotic rounds when everyone's screaming, it's super hard to like understand. Sometimes it messes me up because I get shot in the side or in the back based off the communication. But I think at the very start, or however long we've been in, it's been really good. Case Serrato and Yuri have learned so much English, like they could hardly hold a conversation with me, and now we talk all day. So that's really good.
And so, final question. Obviously, this is for major ranking points. As somebody that has come from, being an MDL stalwart to playing on a top 10 team in the world, can you say personally how much it would mean for you to qualify for a major?
Qualifying for the major is my dream. I get a sticker in the game. I get to play at the biggest tournament of the year. It'd be my dream next to playing against Simple on land.
Well, look, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. I hope you get that dream, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.